This was a wild morning here in Roseville, but the drama pretty much short-lived, just about a couple of hours or so, and all the attention focused on that shed right behind me. Yet another search for legendary Teamsters boss Jimmy Hoffa. This one centered on a driveway at Kelly and Florida streets in Roseville. The tight-knit neighborhood congregating to watch as experts from the Michigan Department of Environmental Quality drilled underneath this shed. Tubes were inserted below ground to gather 2 soil samples that will be tested for human remains.
There was no visible remains that you could see through the tube, but there's obviously groundwater present, so the samples are kind of muddy, and it's kind of hard to distinguish any particulars of any kind in there.
The tip that brought investigators here comes from a man who police say is credible enough to pursue the lead. The tipster genuinely believes he saw a body buried underneath the concrete either the day of or the day after Jimmy Hoffa's disappearance in 1975. The shed was built in 2006, and investigators focused their work on that section of the property.
That area was consistent with what the witness said where he believed the body was interred. That is where the anomaly came up on the ground penetrating radar, which gave a little more credence to his story.
The current homeowners who moved in the late 80s have been cooperating with police.
I said, go ahead. I ain't got none. There's nothing to hide here. We moved in here, and that's what we got.
Investigators say there was some sort of gambling operation run out of the home in the 70s, but doubt it had anything to do with Hoffa or his disappearance. Longtime neighbors remember the suspicious activity.
There were things going on at night, after hours, where cars were coming and going. Some of the neighbors mentioned they thought maybe there was drugs, but I talked to a neighbor who knew someone at the police that said they believed there was a numbers operation, gambling going on.
So those soil samples will be hand-delivered to forensics experts at Michigan State University first thing Monday morning. They'll run some tests to see if there are any traces of human remains, and they should have the results later that day. We're live in Roseville. I'm Michael Rosenfield, 7 Action News.
All right, Michael, we'll continue to follow the story. Have more on later editions of Action News. Carolyn?
Of course, all the excitement drew a huge crowd to Florida Street. Reporters from around the country and neighbors from around the corner crammed into the area to watch the police take their samples. Off camera, though, many neighbors said they were frustrated by all the commotion. A lot of the residents are skeptical that their neighborhood has any connection to the labor leader, but they would like to see this mystery solved.
It's quite exciting, but I'm more concerned about getting this long-standing mystery over with for the families and for the law enforcement agencies and such. I'd like to get it over with.
I don't know if I really want them to be there, but hopefully someday they will, close this case.
A land developer owned the home on Florida Street at the time of Hoffa's disappearance. The man told Action News he never met the Teamsters boss. Stay with 7 Action News and WXYZ.com. We will stay on top of this story to let you know what the test results reveal as soon as they're available.